Okay, so I'm gonna try to run through this in less than 5 minutes as I'm on a timer. So this is how I rendered this image in Blender 4.2.2. We're going to close this, going to save this. And we're gonna start over. I go up here, not that it matters because the gizmos just do not work anymore, apparently. And we're gonna import our DEA, which is now called Legacy. Go to your renders. Gotta love how computers like don't do what you want them to anymore. Okay, so here you have your DEA. That usually we would shade first, which we are going to do that now as soon as I get it to work. Okay, so we're gonna double window it. I think. Bear with me because my computer is really lagging. Okay, so this is how I shade now without the specular. So we come here down to specular and you drop that down and see where this yellow button is. It says tint. We're gonna take the color, we're gonna drop it into the tint. We're gonna go into A and shader, make shader. We're gonna drop it up here. Just like before, we're gonna drop this shader down and bring the alpha over to the back. And we're gonna bring out the transparent BSDF and put that down here and in there. Okay. And we're gonna do the same for the other one. Just like before. We're gonna drop down the specular. We're gonna take the color and put it into the tint. Shift A, shader. Gonna take the shader and bring that down to the bottom. Alpha over to the back. Shift A. Shader transparent BDS. Yep. And we're gonna stick that into the shader. Now, usually right now we would go into the material tabs and in viewport setting, there would be a setting where you could alpha hash it, but they no longer have alpha hash in 4.2 and higher. So you can no longer alpha hash it, but it doesn't matter because it automatically does it by itself. So just after you're done with the transparent BSDF, then it's already done for you. You can see her hair and her lashes are already transparent now. See? Oh. Okay, so after that, then you just uh, go to pose mode, object, pose mode, go into nonlinear animation, and bring this over, and then you click on a dot just like before, and you hit I, and you no longer have to click lock rot rotation anymore. It automatically just does it for you. And then you come down here and drop that down and click delete strips. And then you file append, and you go to your post folder. You select whatever pose you want and bring it in by an action. And there you go. She is posed. Okay. So now we go back into object mode, and I will add a image, a mesh plane. We'll go to where I'm keeping my images for this. And this is something new I found too. Um, Now there is no longer an emissions tab in here, so you have to actually drop this down and drop it to emission if you want your picture to illuminate. Okay. Um, so I brought mine to 2, and then I brought in the plate. Okay. Sometime today it'll come up. So hopefully I won't run out of time. I have noticed that this blender crashes a lot, so if you're doing something you need to save a lot. If you're modeling or you're rendering, I would suggest modeling or rendering you save quite often. There is a add-on that you can click in your preferences that will give you a reminder to save if you haven't saved in a while. So you can turn that on if you want. And then now I am just adding some 3D depth to my image so that it doesn't look like blocky. So that is all I am doing right now. So after you have your camera set up and your lights set up and your image is set up, your HDR in there, and that is when you will render your picture. Go back there, and my settings, I put it as cycles, dinners 200, and I just render the image. And there you have it. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped. Sorry I had to cut it in the middle there. I was having problems with my external drive, which makes my computer not work. So if you have any other questions, you can always Google it. And if any other questions, you can always ask me. If I know, I'll help. Thanks and have a great day.